Lord.
Hello and welcome to the Prudent Women Global Godly Series. I'm very excited to welcome you to the second edition of this wonderful Godly Series. Last time, the introductory part, we talked about what we're going to be doing, prudent women, bringing women of value, to teach us on how to raise godly children and then be home builders. So today we're going to be looking at two classical examples of different kinds of women. If you didn't watch the first video, you can do that. That will give you a guideline to this very video that I'm going to be making. So just stay tuned and enjoy yourself. So like I said, we're going to be looking at two different examples of women. Last time I told you that as a woman, God has given us so much power. So you can decide to be that agent of change or the other one. But of course, that is not our portion and our projection. So the number one person we're going to look at is Queen Esther. And then we're going to be looking at Vashti. And if you read, of course, it's a story that we're all very familiar with. The king was having a meeting with his people after enjoying and everything. He wanted to show he sent for the wife so that he will show forth to further enhance and show his power. He wanted to parade the beautiful woman. And then when the message got to Queen Vashti that the king needed to see her, she refused to go. Can you imagine? She sent a message back that she was not going. You can imagine. Whenever I read that passage, it looks to me like her village people were with her in that meeting as well. Because they said that the queen too was having a banquet with her own people. So I think maybe pride or something, but we're going to go deep into that. And then when the message got back to the king, he was furious. He was like, why would the queen do this? And because he was not alone, there were many people there. He couldn't help it but to carry out the law. And immediately the people came, the king, if the queen refuses to come, that means our women are going to be disobeying us. You are the king, you sent for your wife, she refused to come. So the king immediately said, let there be a search for a new queen. That was where the problem of Vashti began. And then immediately there was a search for a new queen to replace Vashti. Now, this is the emphasis of what I want to talk about. If you are a queen, what makes you a queen? Can you be a queen without a king? No, absolutely no. So Queen Vashti allowed pride. I don't know why you'll be proud before your husband, but that is what I can say. She allowed pride to overrule her, and she didn't go when she was supposed to go. And then immediately there was a search for a replacement. The strength of a woman is in her submission. That's what I want to make it very, very clear. The strength of any woman is in her submission. You see, there wouldn't have been a need for a replacement if Vashti went and listened to her husband. But because she refused, there was already a call for a submission. So the strength of a woman is in her submission. If you want to enjoy your relationship with your husband, you need to submit. That is just who we have been made to be. To submit. But let me tell you something. Submission does not mean weakness. Submission is not weakness. That is a mistake that many women make. Please, I want you to know that submission, when you submit, it makes you bigger. It makes you even more beautiful. And then when your husband knows that you submit to him, you respect him and you value him, he values you. And it's just like what the other side of women do, just like a love potion or a controlling medicine. When you love and honor your husband to his knowledge, he will go all out for you. He becomes vulnerable for you. So that is a mistake that people do. It is very, very wrong. You need to respect and honor your husband. It makes you stronger, not weakness. If, for example, you respect and honor your husband, you are open to your husband, he allows you to do everything, to go everywhere, because he knows that you will not become proud before him. He knows that wherever you go, whatever successes you record, you are still his own. So he will value you, he will give you the wings to fight. So this is one point that I want us to take on. Submission is not weakness. It is actually strength. So the strength of a woman lies in her submission. That is another point. So Vashti didn't fail to do this, and then she was replaced. That was where her problem began, like I said. And then the other woman we're going to be looking at is what? Esther. You already know the story of Esther. Esther immediately came in, you know the whole story of Mordecai and the exercise, how she was being prepared, and then she came to the king. Now, where I want to talk about Esther is where she used her wisdom, to liberate her people. When there was a plot against her people, she prayed. This is what we're saying. You have to be prayerful as a woman in all situations, because everything is in your hands. You can do it when you are prayerful and then you use wisdom. Esther was very respectful. She respected the king, and when she went there, she also found favor with the Lord. And then she replaced Vashti. So my emphasis these days is that don't be like Vashti, but be like Esther. Esther knew that it was not time for her to go to the king, but because she prayed, she knew what was backing her. She went to the king, and then she got victory. Her people were saved, and even the Haman, who was looking for a way of bringing her people down, killing all of them, rather it was that same plot that he made that he went in for them. So you need to be a Queen Esther and not a Vashti. I was in the first video, I said God has endowed women so much. I said precisely that almost everything that God wants to do, he uses a woman to achieve that thing. Yes, he does it. He did it through Mother Mary and several other women. John the Baptist through Elizabeth. So as a woman, you can always use your position for good. Just don't be manipulative. Just be that kind of woman that your husband will be proud of. They say that the husband is proud and speaks about the woman proudly at the gate. It still happens in our society today. When your husband is proud of you, he can go all out for you. So today I just want to talk briefly about the difference between these two women and to advise you to be a Queen Esther and not a Vashti. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, and share this video to bless and impact the lives of other women. God bless you.